Hello everyone, don't mind my appearance. I'm feeling a bit under the weather. Now I will attempt to get onto this motorcycle of mine. After that memorable desert trip, I hope you all watched the video. There are parts 1 and 2. If you haven't seen it, please watch it, subscribe, set the notification bell, and don't forget. But of course, give it a thumbs up or down, whoever generally likes it. Now I'll attempt to rid myself of Vitaly.
It goes down in history because it broke. Well, it's not very successful at all. I'll remove the broken steering wheel tuning spacers and replace them with the original bolts.
At the moment, I won't do anything with the steering wheel. In the future, I'll still put it on the spacers. I will order the stainless spacers. For now, I'll just put away the broken spacers, return the original bolts. If there's order here, I'll try to turn the tank, and I'll start by dismantling the wind turbine. Here he is in all his glory. You can see how it crumpled from the fall. This fastening is also very strong.
Essentially, it can be restored and returned to its original state, but I'm not ready for that yet.
It will remain so for now. Then I'll change everything. So now we need to take it off. These are the remains. Chinese bolts of Chinese thread. Or is it the bow that holds so well? Well, that's it. I freed the motorcycle from excess. I also intend to remove this mount. I've grown to dislike it immensely. But it doesn't hold anything anymore. And it doesn't charge anything, so I'm taking off this mount too. From this fortification, my phone has already flown away 2 or 3 times. Therefore, it will be discarded. The mount itself, I'll keep this bracket. Perhaps it will be useful for the camera or something else, but here. Absolutely everything else no longer works at all. The cable of this mount goes here to the battery. I'll disconnect it now. Who is genuinely interested in these 2 batteries on this motorcycle? The maple attachment on the original battery went the other way around. It was deployed 180 degrees. This means the plus cream in the original should be here, and the minus KMA is here, but I didn't find a battery with this exact arrangement of maple. I had to find one that fit properly, and I created tires like this. You can see these homemade tires go behind the battery, and the wires that power the motorcycle are already attached to them. Oh, you see, this is what it all looks like. Well, I didn't do this in vain. Now I need to clean these wires. All right. I'll just have to cut them off for now. It's cold. We'll do everything. Pass or search. See how I'll do it? Now these wires are formally in court. But here the stigma has already fallen off. This is bad. This is already really bad. This is already really bad. That's why Chak Engen was burning here. In my opinion, it's good that I got in here. I figured it out.
We have to deal with it.
He goes extremely hard and he's very... These are the original bolts, see? Brand new. That is, I removed them almost immediately.
They are completely new. We will be returning them now.
First, you need to attempt to adjust this cable, which means you have to loosen these nuts.
In general, I don't understand how these nuts were installed.
You know, I think they actually put them the other way around.
And I...
If I put the original one back, I believe that's how they were positioned.
Okay, well, how to put it all the time?
Yes, they were spinning, covered in all manners of grime. Bad. It broke, so now we need to figure out how to unscrew it. I decided to replace these nuts as well because they were significantly worn out.
Well, I found one so far, so I'll put one down for now, and then I'll bring another one and put it down.
We need to align the cults. Turn them down there. And I'll also remove the mirrors, guys. I'll check what the thread is here, because I'm not entirely sure. I think it's left and right here.
In addition, they will be removed immediately. That is, I already am.
Voodoo.
I will order new ones because the ordinary ones here are already falling off with this. Ordinary thread M10 is correct, but judging by the thread here, it seems to be left.
Yes. There's one on the left side here. Meanwhile, it has already been broken, although it still holds up as if normally. But it can be put back. Let it be for now.
The motorcycle needs to be washed, of course. This is temporary. We need to put everything in order and close it.
I'll try to get it all back at the end of the week. We need a new prisoner here. I'll get a new maple. The battery will last for now.
In the warehouse.
Should I remove the lever now?
Try to align it properly, so as not to break it.
I'm removing the brake lever. I'll test it and see if I can manage or end up without a lever. You'll notice how crooked it is.
I'll trim it now. Yes, we need to make friends here. So let's place it there. Oh, I genuinely didn't care at all.
The Christmas tree decorations are perfectly aligned. Such exquisite aluminum.
Well done. Indians are good.
We put the lock nut back in place, and in general, everything is fine. I'll double check that.
Yes, absolutely fantastic. Everything is perfectly organized. Everything is wonderful.
The surcharge is now assembling the tools, and I'll do something.
Well, you must admit it is substantially improved compared to its excellent state before, but this is merely the onset.
I tried, and soon I'll be all done, meticulously polishing everything. Everything will shine. Well, of course it didn't work out to polish it. Well, maybe over time it still looks pretty good. That is, there are still some scratches. There was a scratch here, I polished them at all. I can't even see them anymore. But that's because it's not bad to start with. But it's all on the line. Perhaps I'll change it first. He appears quite brutal, even without any body modifications. It also has an exhaust like mine had a short straight. But the straight here screams loudly. It would be too much of a bomb. Ladle. We continue. Or rather, they keep spinning. And you look, you still decided it. Once again, return the steering wheel to these spacers and raise it higher. Mainly, I decided to assign this role. He's more direct. Pay attention to specific areas. Straighter on this handlebar. Here the angle is bigger. I forgot more down. It's straighter. And these are. You just see this spacer in the upper part. That is, this is where I will have spacers. Additionally, the steering wheel will already be aligned, just like previously. I will leave the native mount on the motorcycle, and to top it all off, I will carry 2 sets of these mounts and the original bolts. Under this entire system, that is, in the event of something, I will be insured from all sides. The only issue was, these bolts didn't fit perfectly in terms of height, so I had to adjust accordingly. You see, I had to sharpen it. I checked, and the hexagon still hooks and holds. I hope this entire system functions effectively for me. So now we need to align the whole thing, fix it and tighten it so that the bolts fell into place. I had the idea of completely draining it to fit the size of the notch, but I was simply afraid that the hexagon would not capture it, so I didn't completely drill them down. Somehow it will be like this. Well, now it's such a wild feeling that these things are somehow not suitable for the size of the steering wheel. The author's day, and not, well, they've been sitting overboard since the morning. Damn it, the only thing I forgot was to put a thread retainer here. We'll have to spin everything. Grease the thread retainer and tighten it again. So I meticulously tightened the bolts, placed them on the thread retainer, and ensured the spacers were aligned. It appears to me that even for you, this alignment is perfect. You may not be an ogre. Who can? It's time to leave the wheel. I am also positioned on the thread retainer. In my opinion, that should work. Now let the new tube.
Так, сейчас поставлю второй.
All right. The roll is established, but now I'm going to remove the motorcycle from the pedal. I'll assess its stance, possibly adjusting it forward. It appears to me that angle is excessively sharp in this slope. Yes, probably too sharply inclined. Now, sitting directly on the motorcycle behind the wheel, I will straighten the steering wheel and adjust it to the optimal angle. This is probably the most interesting and funny thing. This will now transfer this Russian. She is sitting here dead. No, I don't know. Let's see how I shoot it. Stas, we are transferring. Damn, I should have done it when the steering wheel was on the motorcycle. Yes, I made this a task for myself.
Okay, I came to the realization that I don't know, that keeps on repeating itself infinitely.
I really don't know that, I 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 don't know.
Damn. Now it turns out that I can't put this shit here anymore. It will be fun. Such utter nonsense. Such mindless nonsense. It's profoundly unsettling. The lonesome. They came to drive the welded one here. I mean, did you understand, friends, all this parsley? It's not exactly a quick or easy thing. But he needs to close the holes in the wheel. Hey, we'll see. I might have to move the old steering wheel back, and that's it. Well, now we'll see. Kearney, no, we have to get out of the situation. How remarkably good. Tell me, what diameter do we have holes here? Five mm, okay. We take burrs. We try everything beautifully. Everything became very beautiful. Now all that remains is to move this rack with the clutch lever and expansion barrel. Well, of course, this is the front brake lever, not the clutch. And on the one hand, they're finished. But on the second side, I think a great surprise awaits me. Probably somewhere like this now I'll screw on the lights, guys. I'll have to travel without these beautiful sliders over time. I think I'm there. That is, on this steering wheel. You see this insert with threads welded here. That is, I'll also weld something here. And I will have sliders on this reel, as usual. Everything is secure with thread retainers. While installing the front brake handle, I left a small gap, stepping back from this remote control because I felt it pressed when the knob presses on the remote. Theoretically, this shouldn't happen, but the feeling was there, so I initially account for it. A little gap, the mirrors will come soon. I will also put the mirrors. I have friends. The idea is to put the mirrors on spaces like this. So the mirror won't stay here. I'll see if moving it a bit forward or sideways works. I can't see well into the mirror, so spaces might help. And the mirror will move back a little, that is. Well, I'll put it about like this, and the mirror will move back. I already have some 3 centimeters to the side. I'll check it out. It seems the idea is not bad. Currently I have no mirrors. So we figured out everything well from this side. Let's go study there. Yes. Terrible situation. I don't have anything at the police station. I don't have anything. I can't do anything if I don't take it off. This is the lever, but I have a slight issue. In fact, I can trick. Remove the remote, you say? Nope, not here. A friend of whose? I cheated the system. I have a steering wheel that I ordered in some ancient time. and so I ripped everything off the flue. I didn't bother unscrewing the slider with that steering wheel, but just ripped off the flue. I'll take this whole thing out of here, rearrange the cables, and everything will be fine. This is how I hacked the system, by the way. There is also a hole. It's the same on this side. Now I'm him too. I'll drill. First, of course, I'll remove this part. You can see under what conditions there is no work. I have neither a city nor a workshop. Instead of rags, parking panties, well, so. It's okay. So I don't understand here. Yeah, that's how I figured it out. So I figured out one part. Now we need to free these ruts. These are the chips. Now I'll just lay down the cable. But everything that will be fine. Let's now spread something here and take off your panties. So friends, I suffered a little. Well, I pulled out the cable. I'm going to gather everything and label them. Regarding the hole 170 millimeter from the edge, maybe a mistake. I'll verify. I kind of marked 175 and I'll check there now. Let's see. Friends, everything worked for me. Now I'll clean up, start it, check remotes, ensure nothing malfunctioned, confused only by the front brakes, we'll check. So even the clutch started to work better. I don't know, apparently there was a cable somewhere, there was something like that. Well, in principle everything is left here. Return the two nuts, and that's it, as it were. In principle, let's see what happened to me in principle. Maybe tomorrow I'll solve the problem. These sliders are beautiful. That's how it will be, and that's all. That is, in principle, everything worked out perfectly. I managed to tie the cable now. Well, that's not a problem at all. Tying with the cable and that's it. This is generally beauty. Although no, I definitely won't tie the cable now. I'll tell you why I still want to put things for the phone. And charging, that's what I said. We'll see later, tying the cable. It's not a problem at all. But look why I changed the steering wheel. This is the new steering wheel that I put on. This is the old steering wheel. That is, this is the native original roll from the motorcycle. Look what the difference is between them. See, notice how much here. Different angles, that is. This steering wheel cannot be placed directly. You see, no matter how I turn it, it has some kind of angle. This steering wheel can be placed horizontally. This one has these handles, and they don't become horizontal. The only option is to put them horizontally. The steering wheel is bent like this, it's just that, well, I don't want it like that. So I played a slightly different role. This whole thing is reversible, that is, there are no irreversible consequences here. So moving everything back is a matter of 40 minutes maximum. That is, I've even already done it in the desert at night. So basically I'll take a ride, look and decide. But most likely that's all that will remain relevant. Share your opinion here. Here's a slider. Chrome plated. But the slider is painted black, which is better, black or chrome. Subscribe to the comments, please. Well, friends, I definitely like it already. It's already started. Now I'll pump it up, and then everything will be clear in general. Front brake works. The grip is soft. That's how the clutch works. Clutch engages. And that's why we're flexible. Tomorrow the clutch should be tightened properly. I'll make a call about this. Brakes are not alright, but the clutch is leading. However, I gave the steering wheel a slight tip. You need to lower it a little on me, then it will be completely on my face. So I fiddled with the motorcycle. All that remained was to tie the cables a little and install the mirrors. Well, wash it anyway, make them out of fat. I think adding a little oil, maybe tightening the clutch. I'll show you the finished result. I won't film it. Someday in one of the videos I'll show what turned out in principle. That's all. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to put your fingers up and down who likes Utah. An hour is very, very, very interesting. I don't know why, but in principle it's probably always been like this. But now, especially where YouTube is slowing down, guys, do you know how to get around it? There are a lot of possibilities. Go around, look, we're fine with this. I will continue to work on YouTube. Good luck to everyone for now.